Everybody, this is Chinese Cookie from Nobody Cares Sports Network. You are listening to the live shows from the Studio 64.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to game number 4. Danny Chanod on the call. Joining me in the broadcast booth for Tottenville Pirates versus the Farrell Lions, Coach Ray Palma, a fan favorite and rising star in the broadcast community, and we are underway. Ray, welcome back to the broadcast booth, brother.
Great to be here, Danny. Great to be here. Great job, Charlie Donahue. Staten on the High School League tournament is back, baby.
Yes. It feels so good to be back.
And the Pirates come out, match up, minimum.
Absolutely love to see it. It's the Monsignor Farrell Lions. They're favored today over this Tottenville Pirates ball club. It is the Lions that's wearing white uniforms with maroon and gold trim and maroon numbers. The Tottenville Pirates wearing all purple, purple tops and bottoms with white trim and numbers.
That's Manuel in there with the ball. Farrell's look to spread you out, look to attack, find the seams. Tottenville very similar. Two teams, both styles of play, very similar, Danny.
Malilo with it now. Kick outside. The three is good from downtown by Edward Laughlin.
So Lamb playing the point for the Tottenville. Lamb, Tottenville's probably the best all-around player, one of the toughest kids on Staten Island.
Tottenville Pirates looking to answer the bell here to find themselves down by 3. Logan Leong with the ball. Now he kicks it up top. This number 30.
That's Xavier Foley because he's not, yeah.
If it wasn't for Coach Ray Palma, I really don't know what we'd do because the rosters are all jacked up for the Tottenville Pirates.
Well, I know number 30. That's Xavier Foley, my former student in IS-61. I taught him science, which means he knows nothing about science, but nonetheless an aggressive athlete and a football player over at Tottenville.
Now the Lions looking to capitalize but cannot. It is a turnover, and the Pirates will have possession.
So, Dan, what you have here is a matchup of two teams where they all come from the same neighborhood. They've played CYO together. They all know each other, so a lot of familiarity on the court.
Love to see it. A beautiful scoop move. Reverse won't go off the glass. Got me hyped up, though. Instead, it's the Farrell Lions bringing it across the timeline. Good tip out of bounds. Tenacious defense from this Pirate Ball Club to start.
Well, Foley's a football player by trade and a great athlete by nature. He's going to be all over the place. Tottenville's he has the assignment early on Scalisi, Farrell's leading scorer. No surprise there. Foley is their defensive stopper.
And now back to the ball game. Lachlan gives it over to Manuelian. This is going to be stolen by a Pirate defender looking to go all the way, and does. Xavier Foley puts the Pirates on the board here in the tournament for the first time.
Great to see two teams matched up, playing man-to-man, working hard. It's a sophomore with the rebound. Logan Lung, sophomore, big keep for the Pirates. Coach Lee says they're the most underrated player.
This is Michael Clifford with the ball now. Driving into the paint, no success found as the bigs from Farrell weren't having it.
Clifford will do that all game. Clifford is an aggressive kid that could play for any team in any era. What an aggressive, all-out-there athlete.
Fires a three. He's off. Second chance opportunity from Lachlan goes.
So I believe Lachlan made a three earlier, so it's 5-2 Lachlan so far. Farrell known for their size, rebounding, and effort all around the court so far. Typical Farrell basketball.
Love the stats. Love the stats. Logan Leong with the basketball now.
And a young sophomore playing in this tournament, Dan. First time it's been on in 3 years.
Woo. Working with the left, has it blocked, gets his own board, throws it up too strong. Lions come up with the rebound. Malilo has it. The kick to the corner. Now back up top. Cross-court pass. A three from downtown is cash money.
So Eddie Lachlan woke up this morning ready to play. Farrell, I thought they'd been here for a while. They've been watching. So Eddie Lachlan 8, Tottenville 2, Dan.
Hey, somebody had their Wheaties this morning. Nicholas Lamb, the junior point guard, leading the charge here for the Pirates. Big man, number 35, operating. Thomas Wisniewski, he's a senior.
And Wisniewski, the only semblance of size Tottenville has. So if Tottenville's going to be successful, they need him on the court and out of foul trouble.
Now across the timeline we go. Farrell has it. This number 3, Malilo, doing so much. Cross-court pass, a three. Too strong off the back rim. No. Second chance opportunity goes. Paul J. Scalisi with the basket.
Farrell's leading scorer at about 15 a game, Scalisi. Farrell very balanced, and as you can see, a lot of size, a lot bigger than Tottenville.
This looks like it almost was stolen. No backcourt violation. And now a foul called against Tottenville after a turnover. That's going to go against number 24, Mike Clifford, the senior.
Yeah, Clifford is an all-energy guy, Danny. All over the place. Now it looks like we might get a timeout. No, Clifford's going to come out of the game. I'm sure that won't be for very long. Coach Alisi probably frustrated with the early start here, going to the bench early. And that's subs going to number 3, Rocco Puritolo, which he says is his hardest worker and the toughest player he's ever met, and that includes playing in college.
Love the inside stuff. They had a show, NBA inside stuff.
Hannah Storm, I remember. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Timmy Highland was on it.
Ahmad Rashad, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Oh,
count it, and the foul. That would have made this show.
So,
Andrew Malilo, the senior, making his presence known. He's been dropping dimes all over the court so far, but that's his first basket of the game.
I guess it was his time to eat, and Farrell just early on being the aggressors, whether it's on the attack or on the dish. Farrell early on showing dominance. Tottenham's going to need to make some type of adjustment, whether they want to switch defenses or what. We'll see there, Coach.
Now it's an 11-point lead right now for the Lions as Tottenville slowly brings it across the timeline. That's number 30, Xavier Foley. Too strong from the opportunity in the paint. Won't go. A jump ball called by the referee.
That's Timmy Lee. I know that ref's name. That's Timmy Lee, a veteran Staten Island official, actually citywide. Timmy Lee he's been doing this a very long time.
He looks like
Excellent
he's got
official.
That look on his face like he don't take nothing. You know what I mean? He's seen it all.
He has seen it all, but you know what? Timmy Lee's one of those refs you can talk to the whole game. He gives you respect. As a coach, I'm always happy to see Timmy Lee on my games.
Oh, that's good.
Here goes Lamb.
Nicholas Lamb, right side, tries to kiss it off the glass. Too strong. Farrell comes up with the board, and they look to push quickly. Ow! All the way up and in. Andrew Malilo, back-to-back baskets. Has Farrell right now. These Lions are eating good. 15-2 to start.
what you see here is a team that beats St. Peter's. You know, you see a team that has the size, it has the ability. They share the ball. There's not one go-to guy. They kind of share. And what you're seeing early on is Farrell scoring, Tottenville's not. I'm sorry?
That's our camera if you want to talk to the people
we're
at
on,
home.
See, I didn't know I'd be on TV.
Yeah. You got a Wu-Tang shirt on. Thanks for dressing up. Well, shout out to My Hat, by the way, Main Street Coffee, not to cut you off. They are a sponsor of this game. You know, they're located in Tottenville on Main Street. Proud supporters of Farrell High School, so they always support Nobody Cares Sports. So I'm rocking, instead of putting a logo on screen, I'm rocking a hat from them.
And if you know Main Street Coffee, not just coffee. I had an order of wings from there recently, some of the best wings on Staten Island. That is for sure.
They do a lot down there.
They were delish. Head check out Main Street Coffee, a huge supporter of our
so you
network.
got your Wu-Tang shirt on. We're on camera. I got, the Main Street Coffee shirt. We're supported by the community. That's a community shirt. This is a community hat. Wu-Tang, Main Street.
Also, our board meeting did not inform me I would be on camera. I will know going forward.
Really? You didn't know that?
I was unaware of the camera status.
This is a Nobody Cares Sports broadcast. This isn't. Yeah, this is. We're in
Nobody
control.
Cares Sports broadcast. You be prepared for anything, as
know.
we are. So, Tottenville, after the timeout, let's see how they calm down.
I guess you missed hair and makeup before. That's all right. We'll take care.
We'll get there next time.
Oh, bringing it across the timeline. Absolutely no problem with that trap defense. Stop, pop, right side, tough shot. Two defenders on him. Stripped from behind. Now Farrell has it. Looking to bring it across the timeline successfully. They do. Excellent cross-court pass. A three from the corner is no good. Second chance opportunity. It's cleaned up by Scalisi. And I have a feeling that he has a penchant for doing that.
Scalisi can score inside out. He's Farrell's leading scorer at 15 tonight. That's going to go top. So, if you're Tottenville, you've gotten a lot of shots at the basket. You've had some point-blank chippies. He's not putting the ball in the hoop. You make your layups at 17-10. Farrell going to a full-court press. Clifford's back in the game, Coach. I'm not surprised by this because you really need Clifford out there. He's their energy guy. He's not afraid of anything. So, big stop here for the Pirates. 17-2 is not ideal, but certainly not insurmountable.
Now back to the action on the court. Under 2 minutes to go here. First quarter of play. It's been all Lions to start. Now the Pirates with numbers looking to push in the other direction. Their floor general drives the lane. He's fouled. That's number 1, Nicholas Lamb, the junior, going to the line to shoot 2.
Lamb is an excellent player. Plays point guard, can play a little off guard, can shoot it, can score it. Doesn't lack for confidence out there. Lamb and Clifford could both get it off the dribble, do it a few different ways. It's the other players on Tottenville. Can they step up when needed? We shall see. Big basket there, if nothing else. Hasn't scored in a while, Dan.
Well, 17-3. A couple of one line, it seems, is coming out to take a seat. That's number 2, Tim Manuelian.
Yeah, so they take him in, and they go into Myra, and Myra is massive. This kid is huge. So when Farrell goes to their bench, they somehow get bigger, which is almost hard. It's very hard to do. But after the last game, we saw with C and Curtis, we got a lot of size here on the island this year.
Malilo with it, setting up the offense, kicks it right now. Laughlin has it. He had the hot hand to start. Now back to Malilo. Cross-court pass. The big man fires a 3 from downtown. That was Kenneth Mara. Comes up empty. I might say Myra. I'm going to say Myra.
Let's go, Myra.
Oh, like you got one on the chops there. Keeps it going anyway.
That's going to be a foul on Clifford, I think, and that'll be his second. That's bad news for Tottenville. And nothing Clifford did wrong there, just effort, and sometimes in the wrong place at the wrong time. So, yeah, just hearing from an public official out to Chris White, that's his second for Clifford. That's bad news for Tottenville, Dan. They're already struggling, and now you have your high-energy guy on the bench from perhaps until the end of the first half.
Well, you don't like to see that, is right.
That's for sure.
But, sometimes when one of your key players goes out, you look for a spark. You look for that other guy who's going to step up, and sometimes it can help your team.
Absolutely.
So we'll see how Tottenville responds. Too strong, a long rebound is fielded by the Pirates. 30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
Pirates have gone bigger in his absence, going to 32 DiMaggio, so they're a little bigger than with Clifford, probably not as athletic.
Leong has it now, 20 seconds on the game clock. Working left side of the hoop, the Pirates are trying desperately. Great defense from the Lions, not giving them an inch, not letting them get anywhere close to the basket. The point guard, Lamb, fires a three! Money! That's interesting, Coach. I was just saying they couldn't get any action in the paint, and he says, you know what, I'm just going to get my money right here. That's a great way for the Pirates to close the first quarter.
Yeah, excellent point, Dan. The Pirates were dead in the water for a while there. It's so flat, and you hit a three there, 10-point game. Beautiful things can happen. You go on a little run.
You want to be on camera again, or should we take a break?
I'll be on camera again.
All right, let's bring him on camera. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Ray Palma in the broadcast booth. I am always happy to have you. Our broadcast booth today powered by our friends at Main Street Coffee. 2 locations, one at Main Street Tottenville and the other at historic Richmond Town. Check them out today. Ray, man, it is a 10-point game. What do you have to do if you're the Tottenville Pirates, knowing that one of your starters is going to have to be on the bench to start the second quarter?
Yeah, well, that's the first decision for Coach Alisi is decide how he's going to do it with Clifford. Does he want to try and interject him back in and have him avoid fouls? But a player like Clifford, you tell him to turn the motor down. I'm not sure he's capable of doing that. So you just got to kind of you can't score 10 points in a basket.
It's like when you tell the Commodore to take it easy and he just goes crazier.
Well, if you don't, that's like poking the bear. You never want to do that with the Commodore.
You're right.
And if you're Farrell, you just want to do what you've been doing. Farrell's changed defenses. They've pressed a little bit, shared the ball on offense, and guys are getting wide open looks. So, but again, if you're the Pirates, just get the ball in Lamb's hands, continue to dribble, penetrate, get into the paint, and good things will happen.
Shout out to everybody out there wherever you are watching this game. This is local sports, feel-good vibes. No religion, no politics. Just out here doing it for the community. Wherever you are, thanks for tuning in. Shout out to the Gum family. I know you're out there.
And the Turnbows. Shout out to the Turnbows.
Turnbows are always
Windows are
out
us
there.
at all times, baby.
Windows we are. You'll get it eventually. Oh, that pass fired into the corner for someone that doesn't exist. Tottenville could build off this silly momentum.
Would have lost that bet on Windows R Us. Nonetheless, shout out to the Turnbows. Great supporters of the network. All right, here's Leon. They're down 10 with the ball, Dan. Early on, I'm not sure we thought we could get to this point, but the Pirates have settled in, and Farrell's going 2-3 zone here, Danny.
Well, you don't get as excited about the 2-3 zone as you do about man-to-man. Lamb with it, working left side, a bounce pass to the big man, firing a three. That looked good. Instead, it goes off the top of the rim and will be Lions basketball.
Okay, so answer the question answered. Pirates are in a 1-2-1-1 press, so they are going to look to turn the tempo of the game up a little bit. Pressure coming up here to get up the sidelines.
They do break the press, get it all the way up, and it looks like we have a travel. No foul call.
So if you're the Pirates, success so far in speeding the game up, and they're going to have Leon play the point and move Lamb off the ball so far. See how this works out against the zone.
That traveling violation against number 40, Kenneth Myra of the Lions. Back down the other way. Excellent cross-court pass. Lamb fires a three. It goes off the side rim.
They called a foul on that, Danny.
Is he really fouled?
I believe he was. Yeah, the defender definitely left his feet. And every time you do that on a three-point shot, you put yourself in a bad situation.
Well, I wasn't questioning the ref. I was saying, I guess I checked out mentally as well. I was like, did he really get fouled on this? So Lamb's shooting three.
Well, Danny, you're on game 4, so this is not easy. You know, there's no rest for you. So nonetheless, and it's buried in the corner far away from
It's really good practice for the future when we do a bunch of other stuff for the Island.
Absolutely.
And everywhere else.
As you know, nobody cares sports, not just Staten Island, but anywhere in New York City. Danny Chanod, the hardest working guy in the business. So far, Farrell's zone has not worked out as anticipated. Lamb did miss one of those free throws, though, however. So we get this 8-point game. Pirates right back in it.
Back to the action we go. You said it, mister. The Pirates have sailed their way right back into this one. Farrell has to answer and maintain their composure.
Good on-ball pressure there. Defense, Leon coming through. Lions having a harder time finding shots like they were early on.
Hawkinson moving around the paint, looking for the ball. You're right, Lions having a hard time finding the open man. Now they kick it back up top. Ooh. And we've got a foul called, and this is going to go against Lamb of the Pirates.
Nickel dimer on the wing with no advantage gain. I don't like that call. But
see, that's what I missed in the other broadcast. Nobody else was going after the refs.
Well,
You got to go
wasn't-
after the refs.
Well, it wasn't a foul. I mean, if it was, again, I'm not going after the refs. Just disagreeing
No,
with one
I
call.
like it. Don't be biased. I
You
love
know,
this.
I know. Listen, that's just.
Oh,
Anyway.
look at the steal here. Big man Wisniewski going all the way, blocked from behind.
If I could go with a comparison, Danny, I'm thinking Wisniewski bears a striking resemblance to Ostriker from American Pie. you know?
Unbelievable reference.
Yeah, I think he might play some lacrosse. I'm not sure, but nonetheless, he's been playing.
I got to be honest with you, he looks like somebody, but I can't figure it out, but I will get back to you.
I'm going Ostriker. That's where
Right.
I am right now. Box set for the Pirates on the inbounds.
Wisniewski off his fingertips, then regains control.
Farrell out of that zone, back into the traditional man-to-man.
Lamb back to Wisniewski.
Great high post entry there. Ooh.
Jeske fires a shot, wildly doesn't go. Farrell pushing quickly the other way. Stop, pop, and hits. Paul Scalisi. His friends call him PJ. I'm not his friend, so Paul Scalisi banks it.
Whatever you want to call him, 2-5 for Farrell. Has been a player on this island for the last 2 years in the CHSAA and now back in the Staten Island High School League. Kid can score in a variety of ways. I'm sure some colleges will be lucky to have him, in September. All around a fantastic player. Again, Pirates still hanging around, only down 10, and doing this without, what is number? Clifford, sorry, without Clifford here. So here goes 35 down the middle. Ooh, good shot, Dan.
Wisniewski using his body to create separation. Hits the runner in the lane, and it's down to a 9-point lead for the Lions.
Got to give kudos to Coach Alisi and his Pirate staff, keeping everybody under control and calm after the hot start for the Lions. They've really settled in.
Manuelian driving the lane, loses the basketball. Pirates come up with the turnover, pushing the other way. Lamb has it. Now slows it down, lets his offense catch up. Passes it over right side. Curatolo has it. Back to Lamb, and a foul called against the Lions.
So what you'll see the Lions here is Lamb being Tottenville's go-to guy. They're going to trap those ball screens. They're not going to try and let Lamb turn the corner under any circumstances. Keep Lamb in front of you and live with it if other guys score. They're going to inbound sideline here. Lamb, the inbound passer, always dangerous on a sidelines out of bounds situation. Wow, Dan, that Farrell man-to-man defense is stifling. They're just on top of the line, making it very difficult for Tottenville to operate. But still here, the Pirates down 8 after being down 12 early. So Lamb will inbound from the lower baseline.
Tottenville maintaining possession here. Lamb has it. Working around a high screen. Good defense here from Farrell, keeping the ball out of the paint, working it up top, and now a turnover.
It's exactly what you want to do against the double team for the Pirates, but unfortunately unable to execute.
Oh, excellent extra passing here from the Lions. Doesn't pay off. Pirates catch a break here. They're still down just 8 points as we approach 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first half.
So that half-court foul, they're going to call the foul there on Eddie Lachlan. Lachlan was the one off to a hot start early. Now with the foul, he's going to go back to the bench. And so here's the moment, Dan. They're going back to Clifford, a high-energy guy with 2 fouls. Going to keep an eye on that. If you're the Pirates, wouldn't be surprised if they try and go after him a little bit. If you're the Lions, you might want to try and go after Clifford with his 2 fouls. We'll see if that factors in the rest of the half here. Lions doing a good job switching that double screen out high. Lions doing a great job in help here, Dan, just stepping up on the drive.
Oh, excellent defense here from Farrell is right. Lamb has it, 10 seconds on the shot clock. A deep three from Wisniewski won't go, and Lamb fights for the board. He comes up with it. Tottenville with a second chance opportunity.
Lamb trying to draw the foul on the field goal attempt. Coach Dunn saying he's flopping. I think it's a friendly relationship there. I don't know. I couldn't see it from here. You got to give the shooter an opportunity to land, and I'm not sure the Farrell defender did or not. Tottenville back to the token pressure. Going to throw over the top of it with the Lions here. Beautiful pass.
Oh.
And that foul's going to be on Curatolo. A little reach in, making it easy for the refs. Three refs here, so 6 eyes instead of the usual 4 for most games. Going to my homemade rosters that we have here.
Thank God they have them, too. We always lost without them. Kick to the corner, a 3 for the Lions. Cash. Timothy Manuelian gets the Lions back up to 11, Ray.
I feel like Manuelian's been in high school for 7 years. I feel like this kid's been scoring for Farrell for such a long time. Lamb needs that.
What a beautiful jumper in the lane. Gets the soft roll to go. 22-13, Farrell up by 9.
Big 3 minutes for both teams here. Farrell with a chance to expand their lead and blow the game open, or can the Pirates fight in and go into the locker room with some optimism?
Working around now, top of the arc, working it right. Now back up top, that's 22, firing a long ball, won't go. Fight for the rebound, Lions come up to it.
Oh no,
Ref's going to call a push.
Is it going to be on 3 or 24? Because 3 would be Curatolo's second. Okay, so if you're the Lions, while you want both in the game, you'd rather Curatolo's second than Clifford's third there. So dodge the bullet as far as foul trouble. .237 and counting here, second quarter. Coach Mike Dunn directing traffic, calling out the play.
Well, you love to see it. Coach being that involved in the offense.
Well, Mike Dunn is as good a guy or good as a human being, and certainly as good a coach as Staten Island's ever had.
3 from downtown doesn't go. Pirates come up with the board.
Down 9 with possession. I'm sure he would, after the slow start, would be happy to sign up for this.
That was number 24, Mike Clifford, who is back in the game, and he is fouled this time from Danny Highland. So Highland picks up the foul. Lamb will inbound it. Far from the camera, right side of the court.
You can bet your bottom dollar, Danny. At some point, Clifford will affect this game. He's just too high energy, too relentless. Well, he's affecting it negatively right there with the travel, but that motor will eventually at some point benefit Tottenville basketball as they stay in their 1-2-1-1 press, fully back in the game, provide some energy and athleticism, putting him on the ball, have him trapped.
Now 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. The Lions get it across the timeline. They have a 9-point lead over the South Shore School Tottenville Pirates. A PSAL versus Catholic high school matchup. That's public versus Catholic. Here is a 3 from downtown. No good. Missed that time from Tim Manuelian. Pirates fight for the board, and they come up with it.
Big rebound inside. I don't know how to pronounce it. We're going to go with Urjan, his first name. Urjan, big 10-second violation on the Pirates. So the Pirates have gotten stops. I mean, Farrell scored, I don't have it in front of me, Dan, but 12 points in about 3 minutes, it felt like. And they've scored 10 points since.
And it seems that they've had a lid on the hoop ever since, right?
So if you're the Pirates, you're happy with your defense has settled down. You just got to find a way to score some buckets. And 10-second violations don't help that cause.
Now back to the action, 1:24 to go here. Malilo with it. Passing it now to Scalisi, working to his right. Back to the basket, fires off balance. It won't go. Curatolo comes up with the board. They have to get it across the timeline. Wild pass. It's caught safely on the other end. Good give and go, but he can't wrangle it down. It's a turnover. Lions will have it with 1:01 to go here in the first half.
Much like their early possessions, everything went right. You did everything you wanted to do, but the execution just did a beautiful backdoor and everything, Dan. Just the execution of said efforts not working out in the Pirates' favor.
No, it's not. But I'll tell you, A for effort, am I right?
Oh, absolutely. Both teams competing at an extremely high level so far. So they're going to switch the ball screen. Farrell's been doubling, whereas the Pirates are switching.
Back to the hoop, turnaround jumper, won't go. Second chance opportunity. A lot of people hacking. No foul call. Pirates will have the ball with a 6.6 second differential between shot clock and game clock. 35 seconds on the shot clock, 41.6 on the game clock.
Well, here come the Pirates. Down 9, 35 seconds. You get a bucket here and a stop and go down 6 or 7. That is a win for the Pirates after that terrible start.
Wisniewski with it. Access to the paint. The pass off left side. Beautiful. Justin Jeske, the junior. Pirates are down by 7, and the Lions will hold for the final shot of the first half.
I'm sure Coach Lisi would have liked to gotten Clifford out with the 2 fouls. Stay on top of that here.
Right side now back up. An open 3. In and out. Pirates come up with the board, and they'll just hold it. I tell you, if you're Tottenville, you got to feel happy with that first half performance.
To go down what I believe was 15-2 at one point, to come into the game and go into halftime down 7, holding Farrell. I don't have stats in front of me, Danny, but they must have had at most 5-6 points the whole second quarter. So yeah, huge win for the Pirates. Survived the foul trouble with Clifford, survived the foul trouble with Curatolo. A lot of positive vibes going in. If you're the Lions, you just miss shots. I don't think Tottenville's necessarily taking you out of your offense.
But you don't look quite like yourself, and if you get into, if the Lions can get into their game,
yeah,
it can be over. I think a lot of it is the Lions are out of sync. There's always anxiety anytime you play in a tournament. That could factor in as well.
Absolutely.
But we'll see what adjustments come in the second half. We're going to take a small break. If you're out there tuned in, we're powered along today. This broadcast by our friends at Main Street Coffee. Check them out. I'm Danny Chanod. That's Ray Palma. We're having the time of our life, and we hope you are too. Like, subscribe, and share. No religion, no politics, just feel-good sports vibes. Absolutely nobody cares. Second half action when we come back. Let's get it. Welcome
Thank
back
you,
to the
Coach. I needed that.
broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Danny Chanod and Ray Palma on the call. Second half of action about to be underway. Powered along here today by our friends at Main Street Coffee. Ray, you said you don't want to be on camera, and now you're on camera all the time, brother.
Well, I'm a little slimmer than last time, so I'm a little more camera ready. But, Danny, for Tottenville, this is not a big surprise. Tottenville finished fourth in the PSCL. Took Curtis to overtime, lost by 7 to Wagner, lost by 3 to MSIT. So they went head-to-head with the Titans in the PSCL and came out shining. So there's no surprise they stuck around and stayed in the game. Obviously, 15 points at the half is not what they were looking for, but hey, 22 at the half for the Lions is also not ideal. So if you're Kevin Alesi and the Pirates, and by the way, Kevin's jacket is just magnificent. He looks like he's ready to play 18 holes at Augusta and shoot about 72 with that beautiful light purple jacket. I'm gonna have to get myself one of those.
You know what? Yeah, we have to put the camera over there on him just so people can see what you're talking about.
We can control that. Wow, look at the technology. It's changed a lot since the last time I've been around.
That's what I said, man. I've been doing this for 4 straight games now, and I'm trying to tell everybody out there in the local community, not just Staten Island, but locally, man, we got your back, right?
Yeah.
Me, Ray Palma. Ray said, Danny, I'm dedicated. You take me off a game, I'll murder you. And I'm like, I got you, bro.
I don't enjoy not being on all the games, but sometimes you got to spread the love. And when I'm replaced with someone like Timmy Gannon or Danny Lee or anyone else who sat here today, it's kind of hard to argue, that's for sure.
Well, we got you for the semis and the championship. The
I
A
will be
squad
in
is
attendance.
locked, brother.
I cannot wait. I look forward to it. No one loves Staten Island basketball more than myself, and I'm just so honored to be a part of it as a coach. And now, thanks to you, nobody cares as a broadcaster. Here we go, Dan. Double high screen for the Pirates.
Love it. Lamb is starting us off here. The floor generally kicks it right, and we got a turnover right off the bat. Farrell is out with it and looking to move. Doing it quickly. Everybody touching the ball here. Stout pop. Scalisi misses off the right rim. Lamb comes up with the board for Tottenville.
So Curatolo's starting the second half. Didn't start the game. That's going to be a foul there. So the Pirates going a little bit smaller, but it will now have 3 ball handlers that can create their own shots. You know, in Curatolo to go along with Lamb. And I don't know why I keep forgetting the kid with the motor's name, and then Clifford. But Lamb and Clifford, they'll be able to create some penetration and be aggressive. Ooh, I see Main Street Coffee there. I'm looking at the logos. Danny's got a million things going. I'm just sitting here watching basketball. Danny's
I know,
clicking things. He's doing a million things here. He's the broadcaster and the producer at the same exact time. Very impressive.
Thanks, man. I didn't think anybody noticed. I got 1.5 bottles of water up here today, so I've been treated pretty good. A 3 from downtown for Tottenville comes up empty. That'd have been a real game changer.
Unfortunately, the oxygen ball working the other way. Pirates with a step up here defensively. Lions going through their set. As you see, the Lions very structured, very balanced, working their high screen rolls. Guys on the weak side, right in the the steal there. Oh, Tottenville just can't seem to get right offensively, Danny. As Danny's signaling to our production crew. You know what? I'll let him do that, and I'll focus on the game while Dan is slightly distracted. So the Lions are going to bring it up.
I'm not distracted.
Slightly distracted. He can't distract. So Malilla's going to bring it up for the Lions. Up 7, and what has been a very low score and surprisingly low scoring game early on.
Absolutely. 7-point game. Beautiful pass into the paint. Oh, baby. What a dime from Jake Conroy. The recipient, Tim Manueli, and all he had to do was just lay it in, brother.
Yeah, the Lions have spent a lot of time at the three-point line, so slipping somebody into the post there benefited greatly. And easy baskets. Hasn't been a lot of easy baskets since the quick start for the Lions.
Here's a 30-footer from the baseline. No.
Smart move by Lamb in traffic there, getting the rebound. Instead of pulling out, just going up strong when he had a defender all over him, drawing the foul. Putting points on the board with no time off the clock is a win-win for the Pirates. If I can, Danny, I want to just, I don't know if he shouted him out already, but Charlie Donahue, year 1 as league president, I think he's knocking it out of the park so far. We've had nothing but great games all day. We've had a packed house for most of the games.
Yeah.
People are coming in and out. This is Staten Island at its greatest. I could tear up talking about it. I really could. This is small town Indiana, right in the middle of New York City.
It's good to see a homegrown guy that we all know putting this thing together, and I'm happy that he got Nobody Cares involved this year. Happy to be able to put this thing on film for everybody. Pounding defense here.
That's my guy Xavier. He's a fantastic kid and an all-around athlete, and the ball pressure will be tough for the Lions to overcome. And the back door again for the Lions.
Oh, 2 defenders there. One of them called for a foul.
Yeah, it's got beat back door, recovered. They also had the help defender there. Unfortunately, one jumped and is going to put the Lions at the line here. If you're the Pirates, the last thing you want to do is put the Lions at the line. Especially someone like Manuel, who's such a good, strong foul shooter.
Shot is up and cash.
Yeah, they say cash money, right?
That's right, cash American.
Load up the line. How many times in the game you see that? It's just frustrating as a high school coach. You could load the line up with 4 guys, and teams will have 3 and not get the rebounds. As they're the Pirates. Oh, still hanging around, down 8 with possession. Lions going to the half-court trap. Good ball fake from Lamb there, getting the defenders moving. Great skip by Foley. They're going to play a little high pick and roll. No, they're going to slip it, let Lamb go one-on-one.
Oh, stutter step. He's going to be called for a travel here.
I thought he might have gotten away with it, and he's looking at his coach for support, and at least he's giving him none of it, because I think coach knows that was a walk. That left foot was pivot foot.
Sorry, man. You took 5.5 steps. I can't back you up this time.
Foley's defensive presence is being noticed early. He's out there. Oh, the reach, no call. The Lions do a great job, Danny, of spreading you out. The Lions do not get sped up in any way. They play Lions basketball no matter what defense the other team is playing.
Reckless and abandoned in the paint, loses the ball. Pirates get it across the timeline. Wisniewski gets it now to Lamb in the corner.
Surprised how much time Wisniewski spends on the perimeter, especially being the only height, we'll call it, for the Pirates.
That's what I say.
But he spends most time out there. I guess he's more their facilitator in a Jokic way. Looking to post up here. I said they're going to reverse it.
Stop, pops, fires a 3 off the mark, and Farrell comes up with the board. Long outlet pass all the way down and good.
Yeah, that's a bad 15 seconds for Wisniewski taking the long 3 and then not getting back defensively.
Pirates looking to get money in the paint. The hook shot won't go that time for John DiMaggio. Farrell quickly looking the other way. A no-look pass from Jay Conroy, intercepted in the paint by a Pirate. We're at a 10-point ball game, just under 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
The kind of pass that would have got a great quarter out of Danny Chanod here if it worked, but unfortunately.
Oh, my God. Number 5, Eddie Laughlin, slaps that ball out of the air. 13 on the clock. Lamb fires from the stripe and hits.
So, Lamb keeping the Pirates alive. This is a really low-scoring quarter to match most of the game. Let's see what the diamond you hear the Pirates call, the Lions calling out here. We'll see what diamond is. A little cross-screen action to get in low. Well, good play call there.
Good adjustment in the air. He is fouled. Yeah, that's number 2, Timothy Emanuelian, going to the line to shoot 2.
Every team that coaches basketball, every team has a play like that where you cross-screen one side to the other, just try and get the ball into your scorer's hands. And when in doubt, the Lions going to Emanuelian is certainly a great option. Getting fouled, putting a great foul shoot at the line. And I jinxed him. I'm sorry, Timmy, my bad. But still a great foul shooter. Ooh.
I don't know what that sound was.
That was Mike Dunn punching his chair. He was a little upset. He's close to our boom mic over here.
I actually thought that was one of my pieces of equipment exploding. So
we have a walkie-talkie here, Danny. What is this thing going? This is it.
Can you order pizza through that thing or something?
Yeah. Well, the spread. If you're wondering, the Petrides has put out a massive spread of food for sale here at the game.
Oh, that's got to be a foul. A lot of contact, no foul whatsoever.
So this has probably been the Pirates' most productive lineup. Or maybe you might want to put Foley in the game as well. But offensively, this is probably your best lineup with Lamb, Curatolo, and Clifford. And like I said, I will stick by it. Clifford will affect this game positively for the Pirates at some point soon.
Well, he gets the ball inbound to Wisniewski, working baseline. Now he sends it all the way up top to Curatolo. Back to Lamb, 20 on the shot clock. Pirates down by 11. Third quarter action. And that is the second time this game, Coach, that Mike Clifford's been called for a traveling violation.
And both were traveling violations, so it's not anything with the officials. Clifford had a rough start with the fouls, and now he's having a rough time with the offense. But I still will stick with my horse. That kid's energy and his effort will affect this game before the night is out. Hopefully not before it's too late, that's for sure.
I'm with you. Listen, Danny Chanod, Ray Palmer on the call. We're live from Petrides High School in Staten Island on a beautiful Saturday, February 11th. We're covering the quarterfinals of the Staten Island High School League Tournament. First time that this tournament has been on the air or really just going on in 3 years. So we're happy that it's back, and the storyline that we're telling here today is you're seeing teams from all around Staten Island playing to find out who is the king of Staten Island. Now these teams, they haven't played each other this regular season. Things were a bit different this year with the scheduling. So Farrell and Tottenville, as you mentioned, many of the kids are familiar with one another, Coach, because they played CYO ball together growing up, live in the same neighborhoods, but this is the first time that they're squaring off on the court, and that could also be why it's a lot closer than we thought and low scoring.
Sure, the familiarity is always going to be a factor, and like you said, we don't play in the regular season with the Catholic schools anymore, and it took cooperation from the Catholics and the publics working together to make this tournament happen, led by Charlie Donahue. And thank God everybody, we had one common goal of making it happen, and we did it, and it's just a beautiful thing.
Here's a three from the corner. It's money. Timmy Manuelian.
Now, if you're at Tottenville, this is a critical juncture, this next 2:26. Got to go into the fourth. Fully on the drive.
Now we got a traveling violation after the shot attempt. This will be foul ball. They now have a 14-point lead. That is their largest of the game.
I didn't understand that call. Like Frankie had that he tied him up and that it was just loose, but the other ref called the travel. Not sure how that works. Fully with the ball pressure here. His effort will remain relentless. Good pop here.
Oh, fires from downtown. Cash.
Oh, Manuelian being a huge factor for the Lions here, opening it up. 17-point lead for the Lions.
Lamb struggling now. Gives a pass to the corner. Here's a deep three. Won't go. Manuelian comes up with the board. Farrell looking to push.
Urge on there. I mean, if you're going to shoot it, shoot the first time. You hesitate. It's very rare where you hesitate and then make the second one. You got to let it fly if you're comfortable with it. So critical. You got the ball inside there.
What a pass. Counted and the foul.
Scalisi got him on the hip, and that's an expression of when you got him on your back and there's not much you can do. Fully had no choice but to foul him. And that's unfortunate here for the big run. Unfortunate for the Pirates, big run here for the Lions. You got the 2 3-pointers sandwiched with the end one. It's a 9-0 run. Mass substitutions for the Pirates trying to play a big minute 25 here. Danny, you got to get it down to, you need a few buckets here. You got to go down 15, 16 going into the fourth. Otherwise, this thing might be over.
Oh, yes.
Well, Danny agrees. I got that going for me. Here's Scalisi at the line.
Catch.
And the Lions going with some pressure. See, Mike Dunn, the master of mixing things up, keeping people guessing.
Pirates stop, pop short. Farrell comes up with the board. It's ballooned all the way up to a 20-point lead for these Lions. Another three from way downtown, and the Lions begin to coast.
Well, Scalisi, it was only a matter of time. The Lions went through a stretch of not making the three ball. They've now made 4 of their last 4, sandwich winning and one. Going to be tough for the Pirates from here. But hey, listen, we've seen stranger things in this building, in this tournament, so stay tuned.
Stops his dribble. Now he's got to get rid of it and does successfully. Leong with it, gives it back to Lamb. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Lamb fires a three, in and out. Like a carnival rim, it was in the hoop and out.
It's been that kind of day for the Pirates. Whether they've seen the sophomore Long struggling a little bit. His first appearance in the tournament, and a lot of in and outs. It's an interesting set here. A diamond set with Curatolo at half court. Interesting. I like that play.
Oh yeah,
Okay, here goes
Curatolo with it
Curatolo.
now. Going
Charge.
right side, and he's called for a charge.
I missed who that was with Scalisi and help, but that was just great, tremendous help defense. Stepping up, taking the hit, easy call. Was that Frankie Scatino there? I didn't know that was Frankie reffing over there. Frankie Scatino, what a great player in his own right in his day. Danny's back behind me. He's signing autographs, kissing babies, and we've got 20 seconds left here in the half. Oh, Lions, if you're the Lions, you want one last bucket. Tottenville, you want one stop.
Take it, Ray.
Oh, you want me to take it? All right, here we go. We got the work the ball. We got 7 seconds, and they're going to call the travel. I didn't quite see that myself, but nonetheless. Hey, if you're going to make a comeback, now's a good time to start if you're the Lions. Alisi just subbing. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the South Shore is one big cluster to me. I'm moving better. Main Street Coffee's wonderful.
That's all you got to know about the South Shore. They get it in. Lamb baseline fires one at the buzzer and hits.
Well, I think they had 17 points at the half, so that they scored 4 in the third quarter. That is not ideal for the Pirates, unfortunately. And my apologies to both schools. I don't know why I can't master the purple and the blue and the white. I don't know what I'm doing.
Are you colorblind?
No, I don't think so. I think it might be a South Shore thing.
I think purple might be a problem.
Perhaps.
For people that have a colorblind issue.
I don't know. Anything past Tyson's Lane is the South Shore to me. So
no, Newdorp Lane would
Newdorp
be
Lane is Mid-Island.
That's the true Mason-Dixon
We are the divider.
line.
We are the Mason-Dixon line.
Right.
But I'm calling that Mid-Island. Everything from Newdorp Lane to Tyson's Lane is Mid-Island.
I'm good with you.
Everything the other way is North Shore. Everything the other way is South Shore. That's
Most of the people on Staten Island either live by the mall, the bridge, or the South Shore. That's it. It's 3 neighborhoods.
And West Brighton, of course.
Oh, yeah, and West Brighton's its own now. Well, here we are.
We have the West Brighton, New Brighton. Shout out West Brighton.
West Brighton and New Brighton is in no way involved in this game right now, but they're getting talked about.
There is not much. Well, yeah, I guess when you put Ray Palmer in the booth, West Brighton's going to find his way in.
Right. Well, listen, 42-21's our score. The Farrell Lions are in full control as we roll our way into the 4th and final quarter of the day. We had 4 games here in the quarterfinals of the Staten Island High School League Tournament. What a great day. What a great day.
And Danny, what a vantage point we have. I just was able to watch Kevin Alisi's timeout.
Oh, it's incredible.
And watch Mike Dunn's timeout. I'm able to see the board. I mean, I could do this all day. This is great. I love watching
What's
this stuff.
crazy is being here in the stands as a broadcaster is so much better than being on the floor.
Yeah, much better vantage point. That's
Unreal.
for sure. All right, well, if you're the Pirates, he's going to start with a stop and a score. You got to get this thing from below 20, and then build from there. Again, Farrell just
a lot of
executing.
contact, and it's called late, but it is, in fact, a good call.
Yeah, Clifford got his hand in the jersey there a little bit. Called a foul on 33, though. It looked like Clifford had the jersey, maybe something prior. Farrell is just running an execution clinic. They've been running I believe it might be called Diamond, where they just keep screening across and bringing a guy like Scalisi to the ball, and you put him at the foul line, you might as well book it as 2. So if you're the Pirates here, if you're the Lions, are you going to continue to put a little pressure to try and really put this thing away? I'm not sure. We've got Danny's always doing. Every time I turn, if I don't hear him talking, I wonder what's going on. He's got something else going on. He is a master of many trades. Remember, we wouldn't have this enough at Dan Chanod and Nobody Cares.
Sorry, man. I got to do like Instagram stuff.
I don't. Yeah, the Instabook and the Snapchats.
Doing
and all
social
the
media. I'm booking people. If you want to be a broadcaster, reach out. If you want something broadcasted, reach out. We will travel.
Please, spelling bee. I want to do a spelling bee.
Oh, yeah, we're going to do a spelling bee.
That would be so much fun. Spelling bees, reach out. I don't know where spelling bees are, but I'd like to do one.
Oh, Wisniewski, a beautiful move in the lane. Doesn't go. He gets his own board. No, instead, Farrell comes up with it. Excellent effort there from Wisniewski of the Pirates.
Now, great verticality there, so good. Both
defense
teams are
from
good
Lamb,
defensive.
and then he's throwing elbows to get that rebound.
That's a foul on 3, yeah. I don't know what he's upset about there. That's a foul on Malillo. Lamb's not afraid of anything. Lamb is one of the toughest kids on this island. And he'll be a special player next year. Lamb only a junior, so he'll be one of the seniors to watch on Staten Island next season. A fantastic all-around player. Having a little rough day today, like the most of his teammates are.
Farrell has it. Under 7 minutes to go here, fourth quarter. They got a 23-point lead, and for the first time tonight, they've figured, let's just slow it down. Yeah,
work it, kill a little clock, get a layup, take it. Otherwise, just at this point, you can burn 20 seconds and take a shot. It's a win for the Lions. If you're the Pirates, you need buckets. You need baskets to score. You can't press if you don't score in most situations. And the Lions just worked their magic beautifully. Ooh, air ball. And here comes Lamb. Chance to cut it to 20. Oh, boy.
Turnover. Farrell comes up with it, lays it up and in.
The Lions, Danny, are putting on a clinic as far as patience and execution, and quite frankly, overmatching Tottenville. The Farrell size being a big factor, but not just the size, the ball handling, the shooting, and we're seeing the better team tonight, Dan.
Coach, I just want to let you know that Newdorp Athletics on YouTube says that Coach Palmer's representing Newdorp well.
Oh, well, it's good to hear that. I'm not sure who Newdorp Athletics even is, so I got to find out who that mystery person might be.
I created a mock account and wrote that.
I do love it. No Kevin Durant stuff here, please. We don't need that. Nobody cares. All of our accounts are legit, and I'm proud to represent Newdorp High School. And good luck to myself and my boys and everybody else playing in the JV tournament tomorrow at Susan Wagner and McKee Staten Island Tech. After a great practice today, and hopefully we can get a nice win tomorrow over number 1 seed St. Peter's. So we'll see what happens.
A long pass going all the way down and out of bounds. Tottenville will have possession.
Another great job by Charlie Donahue. I remember once playing in a game at 5 o'clock on Super Bowl Sunday, Danny, because we had all 4 games in one place. And there was no one there. It wasn't very fun. So now we're having 2 sites, get everybody out of there by 3, 4 o'clock so that no one's missing out on any of the action.
Finally.
With the Eagles and Chiefs. Yeah, so Charlie Donahue, man's a genius.
Nice to see somebody with half a brains running the tournament. That's nice. Thinking about the Super Bowl. Basketball
Donahue,
guy thinking about football.
Charlie Donahue's a man of the people. That's what he wants. He wants what's best for Staten Island. Not just what's best for McKee Tech or for anybody, but Charlie's always been a Staten Island guy and one of our best representatives. You can put him in any situation. You put him anywhere, he comes out shining. Dan Chanod is having a rough time. We're going to need. If there's a chiropractor in the house, I think Danny with sitting on a bleacher for the last 6 hours has not been a positive. Lamb with a 3 from the corner, short. We got a rebound here. Clark on the push.
I just really didn't think this one through.
That looked like a double dribble. Well, listen, Dan. Next year I can come in early, can do play-by-play, give you a day, give you 1 game off, where you can go stretch out, get some plyometrics in.
The problem is, Ray, that I need to hire somebody to do this. This other stuff.
You could probably teach me in the afternoon.
Right.
You know
what? You're right.
I could probably figure it out.
It
Click
ain't
a few
hard.
Buttons.
If I could figure this stuff out and nobody cares, literally anybody.
There's got to be an intern somewhere that wants an unpaid
I'm
internship.
Telling you. If you're out there and you think you do a better job, you're hired. That's Charlie's walkie.
Charlie's so close to us. It was Charlie's walkie. I was going to order pizza on that thing.
We're giving him high praise the whole time, and it's his walkie-talkie. You could see him walking on the camera right there. He just got his walkie-talkie. He's got to feel good about that.
Charlie, I won't give away Charlie's age, but Charlie's got about 5 years on me, and he is running around like a spring chicken, and he always does. His teams are always competitive. Just, I guess I've been over-complimentary towards Charlie Donahue, but if no Charlie Donahue, I don't know if we have a tournament. So I'm just grateful to him and all the schools, and this is just great, Dad. Unfortunately, this game has not gone the Pirates' way. They're unable to make a shot, and you see Alisi going a little deeper into the bench here, going to number 12, who we don't have on this roster.
That's interesting.
I have 2 rosters here, and neither one have a 12, so we'll just guess who 12 is. I'm going to call him Salvatore. Salvatore's in the ball denial defense here on number 3.
That's tough. We're going to get some hate mail for that one.
I took an educated guess.
A couple of, what is it, at Tottenville side?
But what are we going to call him, number 12? I'd rather give him a name.
Anthony, Michael, Thomas, John, number 12. Number 2, Farrell, rifles one from way downtown. Despite the large lead, Farrell's still trying to exercise the demons. You know, they got to stay as hot as possible. Can't think to yourself, we're up by a lot, let me stop shooting my jumper, right? You got to stay in tournament
not.
form.
If you're in the game, you got to shoot it. Although I am a little surprised. Oh, actually, no, Farrell has gone deeper into. Here we go. So they're going to take all the starters out. We're going to get all the rotation players out. Farrell, is it Wednesday or Tuesday or Wednesday? Wednesday. Okay, so a big 2 days of practice, getting ready for what should be a fantastic matchup in the two semifinals. Your Farrell now, you let your bench players give them a chance to shine in tournament. Not to mention on Nobody Cares Sports. Here comes Clark down the lane. Nice left.
Left won't go. Wisniewski's there for the board. Bounce pass to Lamb, gets it across the timeline. Stop, pop, and blocked by Melillo.
Coach Dunn mentioned earlier that they would have to put their focus on Lamb and Clifford, and I'm pretty sure he's held Clifford scoreless. And Lamb might be Tottenville's Pirates' leading scorer, but it's not with many. So as far as the Lions defensively, they've certainly accomplished their goals early on, or throughout the game, I should say. Also, look in front of us, Danny. We've got more Farrell assistant coaches than players. This is well-staffed.
No, it's crazy.
They spare no expense over there in Oakwood.
It's like 42 people on the Farrell bench, and they all got uniforms on.
And the three there. So
that guy with a uniform on just buried one in front of the Farrell bench. Timmy Manuelian haven't called this number in a while, and he enters a number of 3 points into the stat column.
Wouldn't be surprised if he gets out of there. I didn't realize McMullen's still in the game. I want to get him out while you can.
John DiMaggio with a bucket in the paint now, 49-23.
Great name, DiMaggio.
I
That's
know.
awesome.
And, you know, his initials are J. DiMaggio.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I'm sure it's not by accident.
No, I don't think so.
All right, so the Lions spread out. Good high post entry there.
Oh, this could be a travel. Yes, sir.
When you have three refs, they're not going to miss anything as far as walks go.
No.
So when you get three refs, you get more walks. And I don't think anyone's ever said, hey, we need more walks called. So I'm a two-ref guy myself.
We talked about this in the last broadcast. I think it was head coach Gannon was talking about it. I don't know. I'm very confused. Somebody brought it up. What's better, two refs or three refs? Was it
it's not close. Two refs.
Yeah.
You don't need every nickel dimer called. You don't need – to me, the game should breathe. The best refs and – you know, the ones that let the game breathe and let the coaches vent.
So Charlie's done a fantastic job with this tournament, but the one hiccup we could say right now if we're doing reviews as we go is three refs.
Well, I'm not sure if my opinion is shared by all, but in my opinion,
this is Nobody Cares Sports. When you say it here, it's not like real
it becomes
opinion.
fact.
You know, it's into a microphone, so we take the blame.
Oh, absolutely.
2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this ball game. The Lions had a really slow start, and by really, I mean it was a 7-point lead for them at the half. Pirates were within striking distance the whole time. It wasn't until the start of the third quarter where things really took a turn for the maroon and gold to just go ahead, and they never looked back, Ray.
Yeah, throughout the line, the Pirates had a really hard time putting the ball in the basket. Honestly, even creating shots. It's not like they're getting to the basket and missing. They missed a few three-pointers, but beyond that, and it's all the credit goes to Mike Dunn and Farrell's preparation. You know, all those guys in orange jackets, in maroon jackets on the bench are not there for no reason. So I'm sure they strategized and planned. And, you know, this is a team that beat our number one seed, St. Peter's. So there's no – and at St. Peter's, I say. So
Lamb does not care how much time is left, what they're down by. He is continuing to hustle the whole time, and so are all these Pirates.
Well, listen, the Pirates, this is not over. This is the time of year where the Pirates are going to go on to the PSAL playoffs, and Farrell is going to have their CHSAA, and that's when we become Staten Island. We stop rooting for certain schools. I'm not just New Up. I'm every school. Then we want all of our schools to do well in their respective league playoffs. Right, it becomes
Staten versus the city, right?
Staten Island versus everybody, absolutely. I'm a big advocate of that. We compete against each other for a week or for a full season, then a week, but then we all bond together, support one another, and attend each other's games, and look forward to doing that again. Go spin by Lamb.
Lamb, stutter step, spin move. The shot won't go.
I think that's a
Bodies
microcosm,
are hitting the floor.
That's a microcosm of the game itself so far today. Just really couldn't get a basket, even after such a great move like that.
Good thing the cameras are rolling. We caught it.
Well, listen, it's always good to catch the action while it happens.
Farrell's going to lose possession here a little bit too overzealous.
So they're going, again, mystery number 12. I think we went with Salvatore. They're going to take Lamb out. Hey, great game, young man. You played your heart out. No regrets, and I would expect Lamb's career here at Tottenville to only get stronger as time goes on.
I was trying to say, like, Danny Highland, he's not a starter, right? And I'm just looking at his arms, and he's cut. So these kids, I don't know who's the weight training coach here at Farrell, but hats off to him because all these kids are in great shape.
I don't know if you've seen the facilities at Farrell, but they have a facility at Monsignor Farrell that rivals some Division I schools.
This is what I've heard, and a beautiful block this time from Seth Clark. Yeah, man, these are some big boys, and they're in shape. The ones that aren't big are just cut. Like, what's going on here? They live in the gym?
That tuition, with the tuition those parents pay, you get a chance to build state-of-the-art facilities.
Well, shout out to all the staff. You're doing a fantastic job with the student athletes.
Absolutely. I'd safe to say Farrell's a much bigger budget than Tottenville does, just from a PSCL to Catholic school experience. A good high entry post there.
Highland trying to draw a charge, just hits the deck. Under a minute to go now in the fourth quarter. That shot won't go from number 32, John DiMaggio. Farrell brings it across the timeline. Kenneth Myra, big man, brought it across. Now this is Matt Malone. Actually, I think it's Maloney.
Matt Malone, he played for the Rockets with Charles Barkley, I remember.
That's right.
Good player. Great post entry there.
And Nicholas Hawkinson lays it up with the left hand, under 30 seconds to go. Farrell will be moving on and playing Wednesday night.
Well, Danny, not the most exciting game from an offensive standpoint, but two teams competing at a very high level. And Tottenville here, looks like I wouldn't run the clock out if you're down. At least take a shot here.
I mean, yeah, show a little here. Wisniewski says, I'm not having any of it.
I'm sticking with our striker.
All right, I still haven't figured out who he looks like, so we'll go with it. 51-25, the Farrell Lions come out on top. That's it. We've got our semifinals on Wednesday. So it's going to be Wagner High School versus St. Peter's High School.
Ooh, what a matchup.
I believe.
Ooh.
And then we have Farrell High School versus St. Joseph C, I believe. I think that's the standings. Now, those are the four teams moving forward.
Those are the four teams.
I don't know if that's who's shaking out, but those are the four teams going.
But regardless, those are four high-octane teams. Now that I know I'll be on camera, I have to select an outfit. I will have to think about my clothing for the first time in years. I can't wait. I'm going to have to go into the closet and find something nice. Oh, you know what? Maybe I will go to a tie. But I will have to find something nice. I'm really looking forward to Wednesday. Great day here. Great day by Petrides, the staff here, Petrides, holding us down. Just a beautiful, beautiful day, and just can't wait for Wednesday night, Danny. This is going to be beautiful.
Yeah, we want to give a big, big shout out to everybody out there. Man, thanks for tuning in today. 4 games were on the slate. Big shout out to Doug Elwell, Danny Lee, Coach Tim Gannon, Rob Bates, Ray Palma, Charlie Donahue, amazing job putting together this tournament. And, well, I'll tell you what, these Farrell teams got out of here in a hurry. We weren't even able to get any of the Farrell players up into the broadcast booth for an interview after the game. Can you we need to go get the Farrell player of the game.
Dev! Can you get Mike by any chance?
We'll see if we can get.
We're working on getting Coach Mike Dunn over here. As far as picking a player of the game, I need Mike Dunn, the coach.
You want.
So, don't worry. I have the privilege of working daily with New Dorp Director of Basketball Operations, Chris White, and he's now on the task, Danny, of getting Mike Dunn for us. So.
Oh, all right.
And if you give him the task, he will make it happen. So I have zero doubt that Mike Dunn will be sitting to my right in a minute, and we'll get a chance to talk to one of the biggest class acts in Staten Island, and Mike Dunn. When I coached CSI years ago, a lot of teams wouldn't play us, but he agreed to play us. We played opening night every year, and we packed the house out, and we show what can happen if you give Staten Island a chance. Speaking of Staten Island, there's Charlie DBAce in front of me.
Absolutely.
Charlie DBAce is basically the entire advance at this point, and just a great representative of Staten Island sports as a whole, and a big supporter. Richie Potter, one of my mentors. And here comes Mike Dunn. the winning coach. He thought he could avoid us, but no chance, Mike. You're
No
going to be
shot.
stuck with us.
No shot.
This headset here?
That's right.
Okay.
You can give him you give him whatever headset you want.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Mike. I know you would try to avoid us here and avoid the public spotlight, but with the performance from your team today, what are the positive takeaways you have from such a dominant win over Tottenville?
Well, I mean, the one positive is that we got Timmy going a little bit. Timmy was struggling in the first half to even have a basket drop, you know, and then in the second half you saw it go through the net, and that helped a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you guys seem to get off a little bit of a sluggish start in the beginning, and then you found your groove. Do you think that you've officially shaken off the tournament cobwebs as you move into the semis here?
I certainly hope so. We had a really tough game last night out at Nazareth, and I knew coming in it was going to be tough. I wanted to make sure that, we watched the guys and we had some legs, but I think we were missing that a little bit today. And
Right.
I think PJ was a little, you could see his legs weren't underneath him right away. And but once we got going in the second half, we got it together.
Give it to Ray.
So, Coach, we don't have brackets in front of us. Your next matchup is C? Is that
C.
the matchup? Okay, so 2 days of practice, obviously some rest after the touch with Nazareth, I believe, is number one in your division this season.
Yeah,
So
they're number one in the state also.
Yeah, I was
They're
going to say, it's
undefeated
one of the
and,
top teams in
no
New York,
slouch.
right? So,
Yep.
so you have back-to-back games, obviously not an advantage. What is the plan for the next 2 days, and how does Farrell approach St. Joseph by the Sea team?
Well, I hope to give them a day off tomorrow,
Yeah.
to have some good food at home with their parents and with their families and enjoy the Super Bowl, and then get back to work Monday and Tuesday and put our game plan together for C.
Well, Coach, we're extremely happy for you. You guys had a hell of a game out there today, and we wish you the best of luck in
Thank
the
you,
rest of this
guys.
Staten Island
All
High
right.
School tournament.
Thank you for what you do for us, all right? You make this a professional
It's
job.
all Ray.
And like I said before he was here, you're not going to get any classier than Monsignor Farrell and Mike done, that's
Hey,
for sure.
listen,
So
you guys
thank
are
you,
the
Mike.
best,
Really
all right? Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
All right,
All
we'll
right,
see you later.
that's Monsignor Farrell head coach Mike Dunn coming off the win, defeating the Tottenville Pirates. Ray, give me your final thoughts before we close this beautiful broadcast out.
I think the word beautiful describes the broadcast. I think the word beautiful describes this tournament. I think before I compared it to small town Indiana, right in the middle of New York City. And I just think, that, again, we'll keep shouting out Charlie Donahue, and not just Charlie, but all the people that put it together. Shout out to Danny Lee and Coach Gannon and Rob Bates and whoever else may have been sitting in these chairs earlier. It takes a village to put these things together. And the last shout out I want to give is to you, Danny. You, not anybody else, you. You're the one that puts this all together. You're the one that breaks your neck for it. You're the one that brings Nobody Cares Sports to these people. And if not for you, none of these kids would have these memories. There would be no YouTube games to watch. I'm sure Tom's disappointed they lost this game today, but in 35 years, Nick Lamb can show his grandkids how he played against Farrell in
I
a
appreciate
game
it.
with broadcasters. So if my last thought, as it always should be, is shout out to you and all you do for all the people here on Staten Island.
Hey, man, that's why I do it. But there's a lot of people, like I always say, that are involved in what we do, and nobody cares. It's a community thing. If you want to get involved, get involved. There's plenty of room on this ship. You know why? No religion, no politics, just feel good sports vibes. Nobody cares.
Spelling bee. Come on, spelling bee.
We're
Reach
going
out
to
to
get a
us.
spelling bee.
Reach out to us. I am
Ladies
accessible.
and gentlemen, what a time we had. We'll be back here in this gym on Wednesday night. Ray Palma's going to be in the building. Danny Chanod, I'm going to be in the building. We got Wagner High School, St. Peter's High School. That's one matchup. Now we've got St. Joseph C against Farrell. That's another matchup. Oh, my.
4 heavyweights. 2 heavyweight matchups in prime time.
For free.
Coming to you live for free. Nobody Cares Sports YouTube page. In conjunction with everybody else in Gotham Sports. It doesn't get any better than this, Danny. Nothing better than Staten Island basketball at its finest.
That's right. You better go on and tell somebody. Absolutely nobody cares. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Nobody cares. Great job. I don't know where, what's the name?